So let's come to the next question, which is on franchise. What do you check, or how do you verify whether the franchise owner is giving you a correct prediction or not? Typically, you check three things. First and foremost is the sales figure, because that is where most of the problems will happen. If the sales is as you were promised by the brand owner, you would have no problems in life. So even if little bit delays in shipment, even if little bit, plus and minus in accounting, you all will be fine. But problem is, if the sales figure do not match, if they told you that you will do a monthly sale of 8 lakh rupees and you are actually doing a sale of 2.5 lakh rupees, then there is a problem. So first thing you need to check is sales figure. How do you check sales figure? Let me give you 2-3 statistics which will help you. If it is a QSR, which means quick service restaurant, 500 square feet or below, the small fast food type of joint, or a pizza shop, or a dessert shop, or anything which is 500 square feet or below. If you are operating a QSR, 85% QSRs in India are less than 5,000 rupees sales on a daily basis, which means your monthly sale is less than 1.5 lakhs. That's the situation of 85% QSRs in India. Now, if your franchise owner tells you that you will do 10 lakh rupees of sales in a QSR format, rubbish. Even Subway doesn't do that. Subway expected sale on 1,000 square feet format per month standard basis is roughly 8.5 lakhs in India. If that is the figure of Subway, any other Indian brand, you just make it half. More than 4 lakhs, whosoever is promising you, you need to double check the figures. I don't think that is a realistic figure, unless you are part of a food court in a mall. But in that case, your rentals will be very high. You will have to have 30-35% revenue share. There will be other strings attached. First thing you need to verify is the sales figure. How do you verify that? You verify with some other outlet. You check whether the numbers are realistic. Second thing you need to check is ask them, what happens if sales don't, move as planned? You said my monthly sales will be 8 lakhs. What happens if my monthly sale is not 8 lakhs? This question is not important. What is important is what answers they give you. That will tell you depth of their business knowledge. More than the brand, you are actually investing money in the founders, the brand owners, the team. If they are capable, they will tide over any situation. Right now, let us look at the current situation. Last 1 year, the situation is bad, but people who have strong fundamentals, the owners who are right deep rooted in this business, they will still be able to carry through. They will still manage this situation. But people who are fly by night operators, they will just run away. They'll shut the shop. So what it is not important that whether sales happen or not. What is important before investment, you ask them this question, that what do you do if sales don't happen, and look at the answers. What kind of depth they have in the business. That's question number 2. Question number 3 is, generally brand owners are expert in food preparation. Food preparation is not an issue. If you are opening a restaurant, you will also make good food. If somebody else is doing it, taking a franchise of McDonald's will train him to make good burgers. So, but the problem is, why are you paying franchise? Because of brand, because of their ability to sell, because of their ability to market themselves. These are the 3 reasons why are you taking up a franchise. If I open a shop next to Subway, selling the same selling the same submarine sandwiches at half the price, using the same sauces, procured from the same vendors, will I be able to do business? I don't think so. Why? Because Subway's marketing and sales skills, the brand value, these things I cannot match. So ask them about their marketing plan. During launch, what is the marketing plan they have? Post launch, what is the marketing plan they have? Month on month, season on season, what is the marketing plan they have? If you find the answers convincing, go with it. If you have any doubt, just drop that idea. Right now, if you go to Franchise India, you look at food franchise, you will have more than 2,000 food brands who are offering franchise. Are they all good? No. Are they all bad? No. How do you check whether they are good or bad? You ask these three questions. Look for the answers. Look for business depth. Look for how knowledgeable they are, how deep rooted the team is. You are not investing on the shop, you are actually investing on the brand owners. So look for integrity in brand owners. Hope you know the things are clear. And the moment you start dialogue, the moment you start discussing things with them, it will become more and more clear as you go along. You look at whether the people involved, they look genuine or not. That's the only thing you need to check. More than that, there is hardly anything. Equipments, technology, this is available to all. That's not a unique thing these days.